Every parent knows the fear of something happening to their child. But what if the danger wasn't outside, but beneath them? This story, shared by a terrified mother on Reddit, is a chilling reminder that sometimes the worst horrors are hiding in the last place you'd ever expect. It started with a sound, a faint scratching, like nails dragging across wood. At first, the mother thought it was just the house settling, an old home making its usual noises. But then she noticed it was coming from beneath the crib. She checked under the crib. Nothing. Just dust and a forgotten pacifier. She told herself it was her imagination. But the next night, it happened again. This time, the sound was louder. A slow, rhythmic thump. 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 Like something was pushing up against the floorboards. The mother's blood turned to ice when she saw it. The crib shaking. Not from her baby moving, but from something below. She grabbed her child and ran. But when she returned with her husband, there was nothing there. They called an exterminator, thinking it was rats. But when the floorboards were pulled up, they found something worse. Old claw marks, deep grooves, as if something had been trying to dig its way up. And then the contractor said 5 words that made their skin crawl. This wasn't made by an animal. They dug deeper, and what they found was a nightmare. Decades before, another family had lived there. Another baby, one that vanished in the middle of the night, without a sound, without a trace. The police report noted scratches under the crib, just like theirs. They moved out the next day, but before they left, the mother heard it one last time, a wet, ragged breathing from under the crib, and then a whisper, not in her ear, not in the room, but inside her mind. Some say the house is still empty, that no one stays long. But if you listen closely on quiet nights, you might hear it, the sound beneath the crib, and whatever's down there is always hungry. It was just another driving lesson, routine, mundane, forgettable, or so they thought. But that night, the road had other plans. The streets were empty, too empty, and yet when they stopped at the light, something stopped with them. The light turns green. The car drives forward. The headlights behind them follow. At first, they thought it was coincidence, but when they turned, it turned. When they slowed, it slowed, as if the driver knew exactly where they were going. The instructor glances back, face tense. The followers' headlights never waver. They took a detour, a back road, a shortcut, anything to lose them. But the headlights stayed. Closer now, always closer. The girl's hands tremble on the wheel. The instructor dials his phone. No signal. And then, the road ended. No exit, no escape. Just them and whatever was in that car. The followers' headlights turn off. Complete darkness. They didn't see a face. They didn't hear a voice, just footsteps, slow, deliberate, coming closer. The girl stifles a scream. The instructor locks the doors. Tires screeched. The engine roared. They didn't look back. They couldn't. The camera lingers on the rearview mirror. The headlights fade into the distance, then vanish. They made it home, but the question lingered. Who or what was following them? And why? The camera pulls back. A single pair of headlights flickers in the distance, then vanishes.
Have you ever taken a wrong turn? A simple mistake, a missed exit, a misread sign, that leads you somewhere unnatural? Tonight, we delve into a story that began just like that. A drive that should have been routine. A road that should have been safe. But when the headlights illuminated what waited in the darkness, nothing would ever be the same. It was past midnight when he realized he was lost. His GPS had failed. The road ahead twisted into unfamiliar darkness. No street lights. No signs. Just an endless stretch of blacktop winding deeper into the woods. Then, he saw them. People. At least, they looked like people. But something was wrong. Their postures were too stiff. Their faces, smooth. No eyes. No mouths. Just blank skin where features should have been. They didn't move. Didn't react. Just stood there, watching. Waiting. He slammed the gas. The figures didn't run. They didn't chase. They just turned. All at once. Their blank faces following the car as it sped past. But the road, it wasn't ending. It just kept going. And the figures, there were more now. Dozens of them. Lining the road. Staring. Always staring. He drove for what felt like hours. But then, he saw it. The same broken fence. The same twisted tree. He was going in circles. The road was looping back. And the figures, they were closer now. They weren't just watching anymore. Somehow, he broke free. The road straightened. The trees thinned. And then, lights. A gas station. Civilization. But when he looked in the rearview mirror, just for a second, he could have sworn he saw one of them. Standing at the edge of the tree line. Watching. Waiting for him to take another wrong turn. So the next time you're driving at night, and your GPS fails, and the road ahead seems just a little too dark, ask yourself, are you really alone? Or are they already watching? Every horror story begins with something ordinary. A house. A family. A routine. But in 2013, in a quiet suburban home, ordinary turned into a nightmare. It started with small things. Footsteps above their heads. The family dismissed it, just the house settling, they said. But then, the footsteps began to answer. One night, the boy heard it, a voice, whispering his name from the attic. Not a human voice. Something that mimicked, but didn't quite get it right. The father grabbed a flashlight and climbed up. The attic was empty, except for one thing. A single chair, placed directly under the hatch. As if something had been waiting. Then, the father saw it. A face, pale, stretched too wide, peering from behind a stack of boxes. No eyes. Just a smile that split its head in half. The family fled that night. They never returned. But neighbors claimed, sometimes, the attic light still turns on by itself. Sometimes, the worst horrors aren't ghosts. But the things that were skinned poorly.